Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make an on-screen clock. So in the top right we see 1805, the time, which is basically a tool. So if you want, say if you have like a game running or a video running or something like this and you want to see the clock all the time, this is very useful. So I couldn't find a simple way of doing this with like a program, so I decided to make it myself. So basically I have this thing here, on-screen clock, and you can set the Y position and the X position like this. So you can go say 100 and that will set it to 100 down. So I believe the X position goes across, so if you put it to 0 it will be to the left like that, and if you put it to 18 something like this, 1800, it will be to the right, and then you put it to 500 it will go down, and you put it to 0 it will be in the corner. I normally set it to 0, but here it's kind of blocked, so I'll put it to 50 here, and then you show and hide, and then you just minimize this and it will just be there all the time. So let's make this. So first you want to make this form, which is relatively simple. We just have 2 labels, 2 text boxes, and 3 buttons. The names, I'll show you here, the names are BTN show hide for this button, BTN set X, BTN set Y, text X position, text Y position, and label doesn't matter. So a few things you want to change. You want the border style to be fixed single because you don't want it to be resizable or anything like that. I've set, I believe, the character limit to 4 in the text boxes. I think that's basically it, really. I haven't changed anything else. I've also removed the maximize button, but that's it. I'll also give it the name on-screen clock. Then we have another form called form 2. I think I call this clock form. Basically here you want to remove a form border style needs to be none. And then you need to have the back color to be whatever you want. And at the bottom we have transparency key, and you want that to be the same color. So the background needs to be transparent. Then you create a label in the center and call it LBL time or whatever you want to call it. And then you need to add a timer. And that's basically it for this. So in the code, we have a few things that we need a reference to the clock form so we can show it and hide it. Then we have a bool, show if it's visible or not. If it isn't visible, then make it visible, set it to the X position, which is this, which we set. When we use the set buttons, make it visible with the bool. If not, then hide it. So basically, just like if it's not visible, make it visible. Change the bool. If it is visible, hide it. Change the bool. BTN X set click. We get the string. We pass the string into passed value. If it was successful, then we put it at the X position. And the same for Y, except for we set the Y position. And that's basically it, really. One thing you do, so with the timer, let me click here on the timer. It's pretty simple. Second timer dot tick. You just say string time equals date time to string, and we put in hour, minute, minute. You could add seconds if you want, but you'd have to make it a bit bigger, and you'd have to change the timer interval. But anyway, LBL time dot text equals time, and that's basically it. So when you finish, you just simply put it to release mode and go to build solution. Then we go to the folder you selected, where you saved it, go on-screen clock, bin, release, net Windows 8, and then we have it here, and then you just create a shortcut and then add the shortcut to the desktop or wherever you want to put it. So that's the basics of making an on-screen clock. This will work for Windows. I'm not sure if it will work for Linux or Mac or anything like that. I haven't tested it, but let me know if you have any questions, and see you guys next time.